All right, guys, in this video, I'm gonna tell you about this app that actually tricks you into saving more money. And I'm gonna teach you about the 5 different ways you're able to supercharge those habits. So the name of the app is called Acorns. Now, it's a money-saving app. Now, saving money is not fun, at least not for me anyways. I'm a spender 100%. I love to spend money. I like to take vacations. Luckily, I don't have any expensive habits, but I just was never able to save money ever since I was a kid. I remember I always made money and I just spent it. Anytime I had money in my savings account, I would take a vacation or I'd buy stuff. Like, I was just never a saver, and that's something I always struggled in. So I really like this application. And I've only had it for about 2 months, and it's kind of silly, and I only have like $50 in there, but I'm going to teach you what it's doing psychologically to me and how I'm able to grow that. So that what I'm wanting to do is at 50, I'm hoping to have, today is June 1st, I wanted to have 500 by the end of this month and 5,000 by the end of the year. And I'll teach you how I'm able to do that and why I think it'll be easy to do. First, I'll show you about the 5 different ways that the money grows in there. So first is the money you put in. So they have 2 options. Either you can do a one-time investment, actually they have 3 technically, or you could do roundups, which basically if you spend $5.80, it'll take that 20 cents and put it into another account, and over time it'll build up. And that's how I put in the money I have. It's basically like $7 a week for me. It just takes the change and rounds it up and puts it in there. So I've invested like $28, so not a whole lot of money, but I'm actually able to see the value, and I'll show you why here in a little bit. Second option you have, well, like I said, first is a one-time investment, second is roundups, and third is that you can just do like weekly amounts or monthly amounts, whatever it may be. So, but it's your own money. The other way you're able to save money is if you share it with somebody. So like if I share it with you, you sign up, I get $5 and you get $5. So they call that referral, or I think that's what it's called. But we each get $5 just for you opening up an account. So that's how I was able to get $10. I shared it on Facebook, 2 people signed up, and I got $10 from that. The other thing they have is called Found Money. Now they have partnerships with a bunch of different companies, and basically like the way I did it is, one, I got an account through Self-Lender. It's helped me raise my credit score, start increasing my credit amounts, and also I did, the other one was I just did a quote on life insurance. I didn't even buy the life insurance. I just did a quote, and they paid me $5 on that. So pretty cool deal. I mean, it was stuff that I needed anyways. And the next one I want to do, they have a $25 bonus if you buy ice cream from a certain company. I'm like, ice cream, sure, I'll sign up. I think you have to buy like $50 worth of ice cream, but I can eat $50 worth of ice cream, right? But anyways, that's the other way they have, is Found Money. But most of the other ones are pretty simple. Like some of them are just like I said, free things you can do. But there is a way to do it with Found Money. The other is what's really cool, and this is how it's tricking me into saving more money. It's called the gains and losses. So basically they invest your money, they put it into portfolio for you, and you pick the portfolio. You can either pick, I started out with moderately aggressive. Today I switched to aggressive. I don't really know what's going to change, but they put it in like bonds or stocks or all these other different options. To be honest, they make it push a button simple. You don't have to know everything, but I'm glad to know that my $28 and my whatever I put in and my is added $2 this month. So hey, pretty cool deal, right? So I'm pleasantly pleased by that, and like I said, that's why I want to put $500 in this month. Anyway, so that's kind of how it tricks you. You're like, wow, if I put money here instead of spending it on dinner or stuff that I don't need, or ice cream. Just kidding. I think I need ice cream. But anyways, you're able to save money over time. So I really, really, really like that feature. And the last one that I haven't started or haven't received yet is dividends. Like I said, that's when their investments that they put money in, that's the money that it pays back to the investor. So I don't really know how that's going to work out. I look forward to it, and that's why I want to start saving more money, so I'm actually able to see where my money grows. Now I'm going to teach you how they're tricking you and how this works. So I'm actually listening to one of my favorite books. It's called The Power of Habit by, I think it's David Seligman or Brian Seligman, I don't know. Anyways, I listened to an audiobook. I read it one time, I believe, like the physical version. But what it's talking about is how people are able to trick or change their habits and it's talking about people that had smoking addictions or had all these different addictions or how these other problems, or it's even talking about memory, how memory works. And so what this app does is it rewards you for those things I did. Like when I refer people, I get a free reward. Like, wow, that's pretty cool. Or when I do their found money deals, they're like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't even put my own money in there. So that's what I mean by it's tricking you. And it also notifies you each step of the way. So when I hit $25, it let me know. When I hit $50, it let me know. I was like, oh wow, it's pretty cool. Like, so that's what that book talks about. You need a cue, you need an action, and you need a reward. I think he calls it a habit. So cue, habit, reward, or cue, response, reward. I think it's how he titles it. But basically, it's what you need. Like, it's like, okay, your cue. For instance, for myself, my as a spender, if I had money, I'd spent it. That was my cue. Like, oh wow, like I remember literally one time I had $1,000 in my checking account, and I was like, why do I have $1,000 in my checking account? And I couldn't figure out. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to Vegas, and like stupid stuff like that. That was when I was like 21 and I lived in Phoenix, and that's the stuff you do, right, when you're 21. But as I got older, I never evolved. Like, I never started saving money. I mean, I've been very fortunate. I haven't had too many setbacks, so I just didn't really see the point in having money in a savings account. I was like, what's the point? Like, I'm just going to spend it anyways. And so now with this app, I'm able to actually put it in a place where I can't spend it, or I can, because they let you withdraw pretty easily. But it's not like in my bank account. And same, like I would have a checking account and a savings my entire life. And I just never allowed my savings account to spend or to save. Like I would just always spend it. So that's the cue. So now my new cue is seeing my investments grow, to see my money grow. Like, okay, cool. So now I'm gonna want to reward it, or now I'm gonna want to, the response is put more money in, right? Like, okay, well, if I got $2 out of $25, like what happens when I put $50? What happens when I put $5,000? So that's what I'm getting at. So you need that response, and then you need that reward. So if you're struggling with saving money, I highly recommend this application. It's very, like I said, it's push button simple. The first month I invested nothing. The first month, like I said, I just shared it on Facebook. I did the quote for life insurance, and I did I started the self-funding account or self-lender, and like I said, I had $20 in there of not my money, and I saw that it grew to $1. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. And that's when I linked it to my bank account when I did the roundup deal. And so this month I took out $28 for my roundup deal, and I saw that actually it only gave me like 10 cents the first month. Sorry, the first month it gave me 10 cents, and I was like, oh well, still it's 10 cents that it wasn't my money. And so this month I put actually my money in there, and it rounded to $2. I'm like, man, let's keep going. Let's get more money in there. So that's what I mean. Once you get that reward, you want to repeat it. You want to keep doing that over and over, and he calls it the habit cycle. So that's how it tricks you into saving money. So like I said, if you're struggling with saving money, I highly recommend this account. Or if you're struggling with other things, like find out your cue, what causes you to do it, and find out also how you respond, and then the reward you get it, whether it's smoking, or let's say you're addicted to something. And what he talks about is the thing that causes the magical thing he doesn't really talk too much about. I mean, he mentions it. It's called crave. Like when you start to crave it, like right now, I'm like craving. I'm like, man, let's find out when I put all this money in there. Like that's what you want. You want to crave. You want to crave a cue, and so that's how you supercharge your habits. So, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, bye.